And finally, for the negative team, we have the Deputy President of the Queensland Civil and Administrative Tribunal, Judge Fleur Kingham.
Stand up in the morning. Give it up. Stand up for your rights. Stand up right now. Get up. Stand up. Don't give up the fight. Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Get up. Stand up. Get up. Stand up. Stand up.
Hard act to follow. Fiona, don't feel bad for us. At least we've got an argument. I'm so sorry Fiona had trouble following our argument. She must also have had some difficulty understanding the topic. I guess that's why she spent most of her speech, I timed it, I think it was 4 minutes, getting people to clap. Now, who was it who said making noise is an effective means of opposition? Let me see. It was Goebbels. That's right, Joseph Goebbels. What a fine teacher the affirmative team has chosen to guide them. Now, the affirmative team might think this excessive hand clapping, the tactics of the political rally, will conceal the poverty, or in Fiona's case, the absence of their arguments. But I have more faith in you to see past that sound and fury. They have to resort to tricks because they drew the short straw. They have to argue the unarguable. The proposition is preposterous and they know it. Our argument is a simple one. Iron Lady is a stereotype, and the stereotype is a negative stereotype. The affirmative team tried to paint the picture of what they would like Iron Lady to mean, but they are fooling themselves when they embrace the stereotype, and so would you. We all know the power of symbols. I would hazard a guess that there's a large percentage of people here in the audience who work in marketing or PR, and for you the packaged message conveyed in a snappy title, the familiar image, the stereotype is your bread and butter. Would you ever advise a client to embrace a stereotype if you have to redefine that stereotype in order to make it more palatable? I dare say you would not, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the affirmative team have tried to do. Redefine the stereotype, stretch and twist and distort its meaning to mould the Iron Lady to present an acceptable face to the world. And they're mischievous in doing so. For here we have 3 women who are not walking their talk. To a woman, they have rejected, you saw Fiona, she cast these off. They have rejected the stereotype, the very stereotype they want to shackle you with. Let's start with Taryn. I cannot leave this unsaid, I'm sorry, Taryn, but corporate Cinderella is an awfully strange disguise for an Iron Lady to adopt. There are plenty of archetype Iron Ladies in fairy tale land, Cruella de Vil, the Wicked Witch, or in Cinderella's case, the evil stepmother. Shocked I was to find out you are, in fact, an evil stepmother who runs over the pet of your stepchild. Little wonder then that she chose not to embrace evil stepmother as her stereotype. No, she chose Cinderella. Good and kind Cinderella to her cause. She chose a symbol for her objective of enabling women to be leaders, but it was not the Iron Lady. So if she did not choose the Iron Lady, why would you? Now, Taryn talked a lot about the symbol for iron, but she failed completely to address the topic. It is not the topic is not that you have to be iron or to have an iron will to make a mark. It is that you have to be an Iron Lady to make a mark. What does that mean? Taryn failed to tell us. Now let's consider their second speaker. Forgive me. But iron doesn't come to mind when I hear your name, Dimity. Don't misunderstand me. With my curly girly named Fleur, I share your pain. What were they thinking? Dimity has many well-deserved titles for her work with children with hearing loss, but Iron Lady is not one of those titles. You might not know that the symbol for her foundation is the butterfly. Not a lot that is hard-edged, inflexible, iron-fast, in a delicate and exquisite creature that flutters from blossom to blossom, is there? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we find a member of the affirmative team saying one thing and doing another. You would be very gullible to shackle yourself to the negative imagery of the Iron Lady stereotype while Dimity floats above us, a symbol of grace and liberation. No. Now, Dimity said, if being focused, passionate and committed means you are an Iron Lady, then I am an Iron Lady. That is not what an Iron Lady means. Finally, too many notes, we have Fiona. Now, other than showing us some fabulous women, who most definitely are not Iron Ladies, Fiona spent a lot of time clapping herself and getting you to clap for her. No arguments there at all. Nothing to rebut, I don't think, really. But if Taryn is Cinderella and Dimity is a butterfly, what is Fiona? Well, she could be an Iron Woman. Sporty Spice has nothing on this gal. She is the stealthiest of the affirmative team. She's not flitting about losing her shoe or fluttering her extravagantly coloured wings, but her achievements speak loudly, and they put to rest any suggestion that she is an Iron Lady, because they show she possesses the most valuable trait that the Iron Lady lacks, and that is flexibility. I don't mean physical flexibility, although I'm sure she's very flexible. God love her. I mean the flexibility to have reached the pinnacle of one sport and decide, well, just for the hell of it, I suppose, to have a go at another one. And God love her, she excelled at that one too, and had a go at a third. Will somebody stop this woman? Now that's something worth making a noise about. And she did it both times as an Olympian, without relying on any silly stereotype of an Iron Lady. She just got out there and she showed us what she's got. When does the Centurion come out? Okay. Where's my gavel? Overruled. So, opposite us are women who embody qualities we would eagerly embrace: kindness, goodness, compassion, style, grace, liberation, health, sense of purpose, flexibility. Whatever they might say to you, however tricky their definitions may be, and they weren't that tricky, to a woman, they have rejected the stereotype of the Iron Lady. Why? Because that is not who they are. That is not who any woman is. Why delude ourselves about what the title Iron Lady means? And to suggest, as Dimity did, that combining the qualities of the masculine iron with the feminine lady produces something that is kind of palatable and balanced is arrant nonsense. Let's flip the stereotype to expose the lie. Let's do it to a man, a gentleman. What if we tried to balance his masculine qualities with some symbols of femininity to make him a more palatable and balanced leader? What would we call him? Kevin Rudd, as an example. A lace gentleman? A lace gentleman? I know, the satin squire. I think not. So if it is not okay to do this to men, why is it okay to do this to women? Why buy into this Iron Lady stereotype, this negative portrayal of a successful woman? All of those fabulous women that the affirmative team showed you, they are fabulous women, and we should celebrate them as fabulous women. They are not Iron Ladies, and they don't want to be called Iron Ladies. You do not have to be an Iron Lady to make a mark. Make your mark authentically, without disguise, without armour, as a real woman, not some constrained caricature. Cast off the shackles and give yourself permission to shine. Come on, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your lanterns, raise them in the air, join us, give yourself some
I'm gonna shine so bright, gonna make every head wanna turn. The family gonna see me, give myself permission to shine.